Giallo back to the fence, and that's gone.
There it is. Ace to win the set. It's caught. 20-10. Touchdown.
This is going to be in the gap.
Yes! Scores on a deflection. The Denver Huskies win their first state championship.
We are at Champlin Park High School tonight. It's coaches versus cancer night tonight. Northwest Suburban Conference. Second meeting of the season tonight. The Champlin Park Rebels are hosting the Blaine Bengals here on QCTV Sports, along with Pete Hayes. I'm Jim Erickson. Pete, when these teams played earlier, it was 100-96 in a victory for Champlin Park. Probably a lot of scoring here tonight as well.
Yeah, I'd have to think so, Jim. 100, that's nothing. Blaine scored 108 their last game, so they like to get up and down the court. They got three kids that are over 15 scoring-wise in Payne, Pettis, and Lyon. And I had a chance to see Champlin Park earlier this season. They like to get up and down the court, too, so it should be an exciting game here tonight.
Yeah, Blaine 108-78 over Centennial. They have a number of games that they have scored over 100. That includes the Duluth East game 103-70. And I was wondering what's going on with all the high-scoring games. It's got to be the shot clock, as teams are probably getting more possessions, more chances to shoot, more chances to score, Pete, this year, with this being the first year.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes the game a little bit different, Jim. And, teams are throwing up more three-pointers, it seems like, because of that shot clock. They don't have enough time to work it inside all the time, so they're chucking them up from wherever.
Starting lineups, Champlin Park. Preston Tilkey was a game-time decision. Kyler Poost, Mo Giallo, Amory Peterson, and Quadama Silikpo, the starters for the home team, the Champlin Park Rebels. And the Rebels win the toss, and Silikpo will have it to start it out. Rebels are in the dark blue uniforms, left to right here in this first half. 18 minutes on the clock. Near side, here's Poost. Drive, baseline, up, strong miss. Giallo gets his own rebound on the opposite side, and Mo Giallo averages 8.4 a game. He gets a bucket there.
Yeah, it looks like Blaine was coming out in a man-to-man defense. We'll see what Champlin Park's doing here. Looks like the same thing.
Bengals ball. Lyon, Merck, Payne, Jemta, and Pettis are their starters. And the Bengals in the corner. That's Jemta. Here's the drive on the right side by Jordan Lyon. A whistle and a foul. Ethan Pettis comes in, son of the head coach Lance Pettis, at 17.8 points per game. Foul on the floor. 2-0 Rebels here in the early going.
Champlin Park coming in with a record of 10-10, 5-14 for the Bengals of Blaine.
Foul was on Silikpo, just a freshman. First team foul here on Champlin Park. Bengals fire up a three on that right side. It's no good. Ethan Pettis on the miss. Back are the Rebels. Near side, dribble drive Silikpo. Inside the paint. Pulled back out by Poost. Then it's Silikpo with a three. Bounces around. Rebound Bengals. Looking for their first point of the game. They'll push it with Alvin Payne all the way to the basket. And it's blocked by Tilkey, who's on that ankle. Gets the rebound. Kicks it up to Peterson to the net. And off the glass. A little bit too strong. The shot by Giallo. Rebound Bengals.
Yeah, both teams pushing it.
Merck's got it up top. Lyon flings it over near side. Jemta shot, averages 7.7, but missed that. Bengals still looking for their first basket. At this pace, I don't know if we're going to get to 100 points. Left side, here's Tilkey, a shot. Back iron. Both teams a little bit cold here in the early going. Long rebound. Bengals push all the way. Losing the handle was Payne, but he was fouled.
Yeah, Blaine does not sit around, let me tell you. They get that ball and they are pushing it up court. I love to play in a system like that. Let's go.
I don't know if I was ever in that kind of shape to be able to do that. Again, these teams played on December 16th, a Saturday game up at Blaine, 100-96 in favor of Champlin Park. Rebels are 10-10 coming in. Blaine 5-14 on the season, but Blaine head coach Lance Pettis, he likes the way his team's been playing as of late. Coming off that exciting win over their rivals, the Centennial Cougars. Bengals get a point. Free throw, 1 out of 2 for Alvin Payne. They're on the board. 2-1 Rebels with the ball. Slickbo backs his way into the paint, kicks it back out Poost. Here's his dribble drive, lost the handle, it's on the floor. They're going to say a blocking foul on his drive.
You know, Blaine also, Jim, had a good game last week against Rogers. Rogers, one of the top teams in the Northwest Suburban, and only lost by a couple points in that game.
Pettis picks up the foul, first team foul. Rebels inbound, quick turnaround jump shot, up and good by Kyler Poost. 4-1 Rebels. Couple minutes into this ball game, we play 2 18-minute halves. Alvin Payne across the lane. Jemta baseline drive. Reverse layup attempt. Tapped around. Rebound. Pushed the other way. Slickbo here takes it all the way with a Euro step. Kicked out. Tilke rolls out into the 3. Rebounding Jemta. Outlet pass. Merck takes it to the wing. Back to Payne. Spins off the glass and gets the roll. Alvin Payne. Third point of the game. 4-3. Poost gives it to Jallo, dribbles it off his leg, loose ball, Rebels hold on to it, and then Tilke goes down awkwardly. You got to worry about that ankle when he goes down like that. Long 3 missed, but crashing the glass, Amory Peterson with a putback hoop.
You know, seeing Champlin Park like I did a couple of weeks ago, I really like this Peterson kid. He plays hard on both ends of the court.
Both teams ice cold from outside. Rebound Rebels. Slickbo, very shifty. Preston Tilke averaging 18 points a game, works it down low to Peterson, and then he dishes off as Poost down the lane gets a little fingertip roll up and over the front rim. 4 for Poost, 8-3 Rebels. Good start for them. Nanu Jemta works it back up. Peart, right side Pettis. Here's his left hand drive, goes all the way with a left hand, and on the reverse he scores and will get a free throw.
Yeah, Pettis, the coach's son.
Both of these coaches, Aaron Klepner for Champlin Park, who graduated from Champlin Park, and Lance Pettis for the Bengals in their 3rd year. Pettis is a product of Owatonna High School.
Big 9, is that still the Big 9 down there?
Big 9 territory. As Pettis connects, 3 points for him. He averages 17.8 a game. And 83.3% from the field. He had 20 against Centennial and 12 in the earlier meeting against Champlin Park. It's an 8-6 game. Here's that drive by Slickbo, and he gets it up to go. He averages just under 10 points a game, his first basket. 10-6 Rebels. Long 3 from the right side, and that missed. Lane Pettis with that big long one. He just checked in, and the putback didn't go. Rebound pushed here by Kiros. Both teams have gone to the bench underneath in a travel. As Slickbo tried to position himself underneath, he slipped, and that'll turn it over.
Yeah, both of these teams rely on the 3. You know, they don't have anybody over 6'3", Jim, that's on either team, so they're not a team that pounds the ball inside a lot. They like to shoot from the outside.
Yeah, their only size for Blaine, Champlin Park. Blaine's got a 6'4" Noah Teeden off the bench. Dom Mueller is 6'5", Simon Woodruff 6'7", both on the bench. As far as their usual rotation, they're pretty small, and they're more for pushing the ball. Fast break like that. Slickbo, 2 more for him on the break. It's 12-6 Rebels.
I'll tell you what, that's Slickbo. He's a player, and he's only a 9th grader.
Sophomore Lane Pettis running the offense now. Jemta brings it back as they'll reset. Bengals on the right wing. Back and forth is Ethan Pettis, and his pass down to the box, and a foul called on Champlin Park.
Looks like that one's going to be on the freshman Slickbo.
That'll be his second. 4 team fouls here on the Rebels. Bengals will substitute Nanu Jemta. Checks out of the game. Non-shooting foul. There's the alley-oop into Alvin Payne. Nice pass by Ethan Pettis. Bengals convert there, cut it back to 4. Alvin Payne now with 5 points here for Blaine. 12-8 Rebels. Mueller in there now. He was going to start if Tilke couldn't. Tilke's on the bench right now, resting that ankle. Left side, Peterson sets up three. Got it. First one of the game for either team. Six for Ethan Pettis. Drains the three there. Now it's picked up by the Rebels off a steal. They push it back up by 7. Shot underhand, and that one's going to come up a little bit short.
Yeah, Peterson showing that he can go inside and also hit that three-point shot for Champlin Park. Very impressive player for the Rebels.
Peterson averages 12 points a game. He had 16 in the earlier meeting against Blaine, 21 in a recent game against Armstrong. Going to the line here adds to his total. He had that 3 last trip down for the Bengals, and now he's expanded that lead here for Champlin Park to 8 points.
You know, you're these senior players like Peterson, and you know your career is coming to an end here soon. So every game you can play, and especially every game you can play at home, is a special one.
He's turned it up. He has 7 already, 17-8 in favor of Champlin Park. Bengals attack. It's tipped out of bounds by the Rebels, and Blaine will hold on. Ethan Pettis to inbound. Gavin Walter looking at and watching him defensively. Payne back to Pettis, right back to Payne. Baseline, double team goes inside the semicircle. Got tied up, lots of contact there. They let it go, and it's stolen out of there by Champlin Park's Peterson. They work it down low, shot off, rebound Poost. He kicks it out. Kiros tried to fire it underneath, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Champlin trying to get a little bit pretty right there. Threw it out of bounds. Giving the ball back to the Bengals.
Blaine swept the season series between these teams a year ago. They split the year before that. Last Champlin Park win was 67-66 before the game earlier this year. High scoring affair. Bengals have it out high. Lane Pettis. Reversal over to Nielsen. Knocked out of bounds. Defensively, Gavin Walter. Got a hand on that for the Rebels.
You know, Blaine can cause some problems come tournament time. Section 7 is wide open.
As it is a lot of the time. Lyon. Pass for him. Tapped out of bounds again by the Rebels. Yeah, Blaine Section 7 4A. Rebels in Section 5.
Five's got a couple of the hierarchies in there. It's a little tougher to come out of. Champlin can cause some problems, though.
Payne stops, shoots, hits. 2 more for Payne. Give him 5. 17-10 Rebels. They've got it with Tilke back in there now. Kicks it out to Poost. Mueller in the corner left side. Kiros a 3. Backside rebound. Tap, fought for, grabbed by Poost. Puts it right back on the floor. In and out, then back out. Mueller, 3. That misses. Rebound Bengals, but Lane Pettis had the ball, but he was on the baseline. That'll keep it here with Champlin Park.
Really like the way that Champlin Park's moving the ball, making that extra pass, getting some open looks from the 3. Now they just got to make sure that they can make those. Baseline
inbounds. Lyon averages just under 16 points a game. They work it around the perimeter. Then it's back on the floor. Poost. Turnaround shot, scores. 2 more for Poost. He has 6 on the board. Rebels have a 9-point lead. Matches their largest of the game. Bengals ball with Payne. Back out to Lyon. We're going to have a backside foul or a timeout. We whistled it down. We get a timeout here. Called by the Blaine or by the Champlin Park Rebels. So a timeout called. Take a look at the standings in the Northwest Suburban Conference. Totino Grace has yet to lose a game. 11-0 to start out.
Yeah, I had a chance to see Park Center here against Champlin Park, and they are quite the team too. Rogers in third at 9-4. And you got Maple Grove, Osseo 8-3 and 7-3 to top teams here in the Northwest Suburban.
Champlin Park plays at Totino Grace on Friday next week, a week from Friday. And Blaine lost 97-61 at Totino Grace a couple of Fridays ago. So after the timeout, Bengals hold on to the ball. They work it around Lane Pettis. Bounce pass to brother Ethan. Hook pass to Nielsen. Then it's Lane Pettis in the corners. 3 missed. Rebounded. Kicked right back out. Another left-hand 3 attempt is good. The sophomore Lane Pettis. First basket of the night. Coach's son. 3 on the board. Down to a 6-point game.
You gotta like it. He misses a shot. Gets it back again. Not afraid to put it up. I like that.
Jallo drives. Tries the reverse. Another Blaine rebound. With Jordan Lyon considered out of bounds there. He was out of bounds and he touched the ball, but he hadn't established himself back in bounds before he made contact and grabbed possession. So the possession will stay here with the home Champlin Park Rebels.
That was a big 3 by Blaine. Cut this margin down to 6 with 9:29 remaining here in the first half.
Peterson fires it in. Walter, long 3. Rattles out. Rebound Lyon. Bengals come back. Leiden striding through. Kicked out to Merck. Up and around to Noah Teeden. His first action tonight. Alvin Payne clear out here on the near side. Now they go back to the right. Lyon dribble drive. Lost handle. Got it back. Goes up. Blocked out of bounds. Off of the Rebels. It'll stay here with the Bengals.
Looks like it was Peterson blocking that shot for Champlin Park. And a nice drive there by the Bengals.
Champlin Park has had a very, very streaky season. We'll get into that a little bit later when they have the ball. Lane Pettis to inbound, lobs it, taken away, and this is going to be a break the other way. Quiros all the way in, layup is good on the steal. Javon Quiros off the bench with 2. Bengals come back quickly. Payne, pump fake on the box. Nice up and under move, missed it, then blocked and a foul. Alvin Payne should be the one going to the line here. 7 points right now to lead the way for the Bengals. But Champlin Park, they opened the season with 5 losses. Then they won 5 in a row. Then they lost 3 in a row. Then they won 5 in a row. Now they've lost their last 2. It has been streaky. The Bengals also lost their first 6 to start out.
Well, all that matters is that they can win 3 in a row come section time.
That's all that matters, exactly. That's the winning streak that matters. Payne made the first free throw. He's 69.7% from the line. And he makes them both here. He leads all teams and all scorers with 9 points. 8:49 left in this first half.
You know, he has 9 and he's missed a couple of bunnies inside. He could be at 13 right now, but nice player for the Bengals.
Rebels have Javon Quiros for the 10-10 Champlin Park Rebels. Peterson spins inside the lane. Oh, nice look underneath on the backside. Jallo able to flash open and score. He has 4. Lead back up to 8 for the Rebels. Ethan Pettis. Ball handling between the circles. Right wing, and Jordan Lyon wasn't quite sure what he wanted to do there. Go up, shoot or pass. Lost the handle out of bounds, and it's the Rebels' ball. Nice crowd on hand here tonight, raising funds. They're hoping to raise $500 for Coaches for Cancer and the American Cancer Society here tonight. You can see the players on the bench wearing pink t-shirts, pink shoes, pink ties, pink scarves.
Pink pom-poms.
Pink pom-poms. Dribble drive, Quiros, baseline, dish off, just short. Rebound Bengals, and a foul will be called. Teeden with a nice rebound, good positioning there. He does bring a little bit of size off the bench at 6'4", and the foul on the Rebels. Jallo picking up the foul, his first. 16 foul here on Champlin Park. Bengals have 14 fouls. You know, I was talking to head coach Aaron Klepner about the shot clock, and it hasn't come into play all that often. Dribble drive to the basket. It rolls off. Rebound Bengals. Teeden's got it. They kick it back out. Merck inside the lane. Pull-up shot got fouled. J.J. Gatai is going to be called for the arm. Got a hand on the arm on that jump shot. 2 shots here for the Bengals.
Well, it sure doesn't look like it's coming into play tonight. And here's another look at that dribble drive and getting hit on the arm. A couple of shots here for the Bengals, but maybe in the back of their head they know that it's there, so they're releasing a little bit early. But yeah, everything's been going up a lot earlier than the time clock.
Yeah, Coach Klepner says maybe a few times this year it's gone off. But like you said, just the fact that it is there, it seems like teams need to hurry just a little bit. And all it takes is a few less seconds each possession to give teams more possession, more chance to score points.
Well, Jimmy Chitwood would have liked it for the Hoosiers.
Yes. Second free throw did not go here for Merck. And the Rebels reset here. 7-point game. Champlin Park here on their home floor. Working it to the elbow. Quick turnaround. Peterson. Good, solid jump shot for the 6'3" senior. Give him 9 to lead the Rebels. 25-16. Rebels trying to avenge that earlier game. Actually, they won at Blaine. I should say they're 100-96. That was at Blaine. It's the Bengals who are in here tonight trying to avenge. 25-16 our score. Another foul called on Champlin Park.
Yeah, that was away from the ball. Not quite sure on the number, but I know it was away from the ball.
8th team foul on the Rebels. Bonus. Free throw does not fall for Ethan Pettis. Rebound Rebels. Leads at 9, matching their largest. They have not led by double digits. Near corner. Jumper. Walter. Now they do. Gavin Walter drains a 3. 12-point lead here for Champlin Park. Bengals set up with Teeden. Pettis, Merck, Teeden again, cutting through. The cutter is Jemta. Kicked out Payne. His 3 is good. Blaine needed that. Payne has 12 to lead all scores. 28-19, back to 9. Poost brings it across for the Rebels. 6:20 left here in the first half.
Payne's doing his part on the scoreboard. He averages 22 a game.
Walter over to Gatai. Mueller. Jump stop Poost. Fadeaway shot missed. Rebound back up Mueller. That rolls off. Tapped around and all kinds of bodies there underneath the basket. And we'll get a foul on the floor. It'll be on the Bengals. Be their 5th team foul, with Noah Teeden picking up that foul, his first of the game.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they're up by 9 points here. Seems like a much closer game to me, but
Poost sets up Walter. He's got it. Gavin Walter off the bench with a couple of threes, just a freshman. He has 6. That lead back to 12, 31-19. Ethan Pettis having some trouble, recollects. Spins, Payne runs into Walter, blocks it, rejected, long feet ahead, Mueller. Back to Walters, hit a couple of threes off the bench. He'll go high post there to Peterson, right back to Mueller. That was textbook. Kind of high-low backdoor cut, 8 for Walter, and a timeout here for the Blaine Bengals as the Champlin Park Rebels have opened up their largest lead of the game. They're up by 14.
Yeah, that Walter, he's another nice-looking player. We're going to hear a lot from him in the future. He's 6'3" as a freshman. It doesn't look like he's done growing. Here's another look at that give and go with Peterson to Walter. Lays it in for 2 more. Just a smart little basketball play
They teach that little high post backdoor thing. I mean, as early as you start playing this game in organized fashion, right, Pete?
Yeah, absolutely. And Champlin's run it a few times here tonight to score on Blaine. So a couple of big buckets in the recent minutes here for Champlin Park.
The key defensively to stop that, you got to get some help and you got to turn your head. Defensively, sometimes the easiest thing you can do and the easiest suggestion as a coach is to tell your defenders to turn your head.
Well, looking at the scoreboard for Blaine, they're averaging 80 points a game, and they've only got 5 wins.
Yes,
so
81.5.
That's telling me that they don't play that good of defense right now. Or they need to kind of straighten that out here down the stretch.
To remind you of a certain NBA team that you may follow?
Yeah, I watched them last night.
The Timberwolves.
They're up by 25 and ended up losing the game.
So the Bengals calling the timeout. 5:14 remaining in this first half. Blaine will be in the bonus the rest of the way here. Bengals bring it across. Alvin Payne directing traffic. Is it up to Ethan Pettis? Long bomb of a 3. Oh, that was down, came out, then it goes down, and a chance for a 4-point play.
Boy, they needed that, and one of the senior captains hits a big 3. Like you said, he can make it 4 right here.
That one looked like it wasn't going to go rattle out, but then he got the bounce, and then also the foul. And it is good. 83.3% free throw shooter. His total now is at 7. That lead is down to 10. On that always tough 14 or 4-point play, the lead was 14. Now it's down to 10. Quiros for the Rebels. They play catch out top here against the zone. That's spreading them out. Trying to apply some pressure on that zone are the Bengals. Peterson. Free throw line, kicked out. Quiros lines it up and hits it. 5 points for Quiros. Bengals quickly back. Quick trigger shot by Pettis. That misses. Quiros rebounds. Rebels push. Amory Peterson. Quiros averages 6.6 points off the bench. Gonna give it back to Peterson. Coming up, Mueller. Dishes it off Peterson. He spins down in his drive down to the box. Loose ball still on the floor. Sitting there is Mueller. Saves it, throws it from his seat. Kicks it over to the left side, and the 3 doesn't go for Walter. Rebound Bengals. Bengals push. Jemta goes all the way and a blocking foul.
Yeah, he wasn't quite set right there. And big call there for the Blaine Bengals. Now, I think it's really important with 3:44 left here in the first half that they cut this to single digits by halftime.
Nano Jemta, junior guard, 7.7 points a game. 2 shots here. Hits the first one. Gets on the board here for the first time tonight. One of the 5 starters here for the Bengals. Number 2 is also good. Jemta hits them both. 36-25 Rebels, 11-point game. Nearing 3.5 left in the first half. Peterson and Quiros playing catch out top. Long bomb, Peterson. Pulls the trigger from about 23. That one comes out, rebound Bengals. Lyon, long feed, Jemta on the near box and following through the trailer. He finds Payne, who has 14 now and leads all scorers. And we will get a timeout.
Yeah,
Blaine. Be a full timeout here for Champlin Park.
Yeah, sorry, Jim. Blaine, they're not going away. You know, they get down 13, 14 points. Next thing you know, it's single digits, and that's happened 2 or 3 times here during this game.
Mentioned the Bengals at 5-14 on the season. Champlin Park right at 500, 10-10. Bengals go to Spring Lake Park on Friday, host Andover on Monday. Champlin Park at Centennial Wednesday, at Totino Grace Friday. As we mentioned, Totino Grace yet to lose in the Northwest Suburban Conference. Girls hockey section playoffs are getting underway. That means this winter season starting to wind down. These teams have 6 or 7 games left, including tonight. After tonight, 5 games remaining for Champlin Park. After tonight, Blaine has 6 games remaining, and that's it.
Yeah, I was going to say, if girls is this week, boys probably starts next week. Then I think it's girls basketball, and then boys is the last one. So
and wrestling's in there too.
And wrestling comes in there too, and I think they're coming up real soon.
Yeah, it's girls hockey, wrestling, boys hockey, girls basketball, and boys basketball. I think that's the order of those state tournaments. Once they start coming and going, there's no stopping them, right?
That's for sure, and it's a fun time of year.
It sure is. Rebels lead it here. They're up by 9 after their timeout. Peterson. Again, they're extending that zone out a little bit out to the perimeter, forcing Champlin Park to work it around. Good ball movement there. Mueller. Kiros dribbles behind the back, pulls it back outside the arc, hands it off to Poos. Big jump stop. He was denied there underneath. Coming across, spin move here by Walter. He was denied. Blaine turning up the defense right now. Peterson came in leading with the shoulder, then his fadeaway shot. He'll get fouled.
Well, that was one of the few times where the shot clock was getting close. But Champlin Park did get it up, and they'll go to the line, leading by 9. Here's another look at the foul. Got him on the arm.
Decent defense there, too. The defender just stood up straight. Just enough contact for the foul. Peterson going to the line, shooting 2 here for Champlin Park. 4th team foul on Blaine. Free throw is good.
Now Peterson's in double digits now for the Rebels.
Now he has 11. Hits them both. Smooth delivery. Back to an 11-point Rebel lead. Bengals will look to chip away here. Alvin Payne. He had Lyon. Now Payne clear out on the right side. Takes it strong to the hoop and gets fouled.
There's another one of those opportunities for Payne underneath where he just can't quite convert, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Walter picks up his 3rd foul off the bench here for the Rebels. And Payne gets a couple of shots here. That one rolls out. Coach Lance Pettis having an extended discussion with the official. Payne's 2nd attempt. That one's good. Leading all scorers with 15. Kiros front court. Poos, little, looks like half court trap Blaine wanted to utilize there. 1-3-1 zone. Hook pass, Poos to the box, foul. Ran into Noah Teeden. And going to be 2 shots.
2:19 remaining here in the first half. A big 2:19 for Blaine to try to keep this thing to single digits. Champlin Park trying to expand on that.
Poos' first one is good. And the big difference here is just the balanced scoring. Champlin Park, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've had 6 different guys score. Blaine, they've had 5 guys score, but 22 of their points from 2 guys. And on the rebound here on the miss. 39-28. Rebels reset here. Tilke kicked into the corner. Open Peterson. That one doesn't fall. Big rebound by Jallow. He went up strong. It rolls off. And the Bengals clear this rebound. Cade Nielsen. Front court in the corner. Ethan Pettis will bring it out. Fair it over to his younger brother Lane. Then a baseline. The runner doesn't go for Jordan Lyon. Rebels rebound. Pust will bring it across. Give off to Peterson. Just outside that free throw line. Tilke drives and he goes to the hoop, but they're going to call him for a foul. Offensive foul coming in. Player control. Tilke gets called for the foul. He's their leading scorer, 18 points. Again, he's been nursing that ankle. They're leading right now 39-28, and their leading scorer doesn't have a point.
Well, the guy who's been in there for him has been the freshman Walter, and he's done a pretty good job. So that's That's made a little bit of a difference here.
Alvin Payne takes it into a double team. Kicked out Lyon, needs a three. He got it. Jordan Lyon's first basket of the night. 39-31. Bengals have it down to 8. Nearing a minute left. Kiros, Peterson, jump stop, stripped. He can dribble it again. Goes strong, missed after the rebound, out of bounds. Champlin Park ball.
I'll tell you what, those rims have not been nice tonight.
They have not.
There's been a lot of balls that looked like they were down and they came out.
A little bit bouncy. Amory Peterson fires it out deep to Tilke. Kiros, Peterson comes up high post, free throw line jumper. Drains it for his 13th point tonight. Back to a 10-point Rebel lead. Bengals front court, Ethan Pettis fires it to Lane. Lane, left-hand drive, goes to the left hand and tried that little over behind the back layup. Missed. Rebound Peterson for the Rebels. Kiros inside the lane. Underhand dish. Strong play up and good. Jallo. Jallo has 6. Lead back to 12.
Yeah, nice dish right there by Kiros.
Payne goes in all alone. That misses. Rebels have it. Shot clock is off. 14 seconds left, trying to expand their 12-point lead. Kiros one-on-one here with Payne. Peterson, little ball fake, back out to somebody. Tilke grabs it. His runner at the horn, and it looks like it's going to be good. Tilke's first basket of the half, their leading scorer, and he drains the little runner right down the paint. And it's a 43-31 lead here for Champlin Park as we go to halftime. Pete, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, just like we said, both teams getting up and down the court. Blaine missing on a lot of easy shots underneath and held to 31. So they're going to have to warm up here in the second half if they want to get back into this game. That
last two by Tilke got him to 45, and that is our halftime score. Rebels 45, the Bengals 31. Along with Pete Hayes, I'm Jim Erickson, and this is high school boys basketball on QCTV Sports.
We like to have fun, but also when it's time to work, they do put in the work. So it's a work and fun environment, but they're a great group of young men. I like coming to the pool every day and working with them and seeing them grow.
Personally, my season's been going pretty good. Got a few PRs, like in my 100 back. Had a big PR recently. That was a lot of fun. Still trying to break 30 seconds for my 50 free, but overall it's been going pretty good. As a whole, I'd say the personality of the team is it's very fun, very welcoming. We've had kids who, I've talked to their parents, they said before they were very very introverted, but they really were able to be themselves on the team. So I'm pretty proud of that. That's probably my favorite thing about the team. Very welcoming.
Team strategy would be just to try and be as well of a rounded swimmer as you could be. Once we get to the end of the season, we'll focus on our section events that we want to swim and really refine those strokes.
My major goal this year is to get my 100 under a minute, my 100 free. Right now it's been always sitting at a 102 or 101, but this year I'm hopefully getting that under a minute. My favorite memory on the swim team as a whole would have to be my second year on the team, where I was able to swim with both my older brothers and then a really good family friend. That was a lot of fun, and then that year was just a huge, kind of like a riot. We were able to go to state. We were able to beat so many teams. It was a really fun year that year. So.
The goals for the end of the season is to get 1 or 2 kids to state, It's always fun to swim down there and watch the rest of the kids throughout the state swim some fast times. But our personal goal for all the coaches is just how many swims can you get in the season? How many different swims?
Hey, back on QCTV, tonight's big matchup for the Golden Shoes as Anoka takes on Coon Rapids in their long-standing rivalry. And I'm standing next to the longtime coach here at Anoka High School, Todd Springer, just celebrating your 450th win. You and I were talking a little bit after the match last week with Champlin Park. You said that you hadn't really given it a lot of thought, 450 wins. In fact, you said your son had asked you to recall your first win, and you said you weren't sure if you knew in much detail about that. Have you thought about it since?
I still don't. No. I haven't given it much thought. It's been a whirlwind of emotions and everything else. I mean, I still remember the legendary Ron Malcolm, my head coach, who's in the Hall of Fame. He had, it was, I think, his 350th, and we were at Apple Valley wrestling an invitational, and we celebrated that milestone. So pretty amazing that time flies that fast.
Yeah, it seems to be a perfect thing. You've eclipsed that then, I guess, is that number. Have you? Where are we in comparison to those numbers now? Is that something you think about?
You know, I never gave it one thought. Last year, my head statistician, which is Diana DeRush, who has been with me for, 25 years. Her sons wrestled for me, and so she still hangs around. Just filled me in that, hey, you're getting close to the legendary Ron Malcolm. So pretty neat.
That is pretty cool. When you think about all the wrestlers you've coached and worked with and all the coaches you've worked with, it's hard to put or quantify one specific person or any kind of specific thing, but is there like a common theme or a common idea that you keep coming back to when you think of all the wrestlers you've coached or all the coaches you've worked with?
You know, I was thinking about that. You know, I thought, is he going to ask who's your favorite wrestler that you coached or whatever? You know, we've had 14 individual state champs in my time, hundreds of individual to state and everything else. But I love those brand new wrestlers that come off the football field, never gave it a try, that want to give it a shot and improve and get better in another sport, if it's football or anything else. I love working with those wrestlers. We have just had a real knack with working with brand new wrestlers, but really fortunate to have such elite wrestlers come through the program with, Jake Deitzler, who's an Olympian, with Tyler Eichens, who's wrestling Division I right now, and I could go on and on. So,
what keeps you coming back then? I guess you've done everything you probably wanted to do. So you're a young guy though. Yeah. You're not old yet or anything. You got a long way to go here. So what's going to motivate you now going forward? What's the new goal, if there is one?
I think what keeps me coming back is my wife. My coaches described the other night. You know, I'm sure Angie, my wife, doesn't want you at home during the winter that much. So you might as well keep going. But, my wife has been the rock to keep this going. You have to be, with the amount of time that is demanded in this sport to coach. All of my coaches are alumni that I coached. I think what's very unique and fun is they're coaching with me now, and they're having sons wrestle in our youth program. And my managers, some of them are alumni, and their daughters that I have coached. So that's what keeps me going. You know, Mike Farley, the best administrator I've ever worked for, he states that the Anoka Wrestling family, and truly, that's what Anoka Wrestling has been.
I think you summed it up perfectly, Coach. Way to go. Right. Congratulations. Good luck tonight. And we'll see if you can take home the Golden Shoes another year.
You bet.
Thank you so much. And we'll be back with more right after this on QCTV. Big rivalry here on the mat tonight as it's the battle for the Golden Shoes. And before everything starts, a special tribute to Coach Todd Springer as he picked up his 450th win last week. And after a couple of early open and some pin victories for Anoka, back come the Cardinals. David Garcia, the young freshman, getting a pin for the Cardinals to get them going. Jack Bridenstine did the same thing. Austin West had to get things back for the Tornadoes and does with a convincing victory in his matchup at 152. The win for Austin West led us to the match of the night. Wyatt Rothram and Carter Skradsky doing battle. Rothram for the Tornadoes, a late takedown to tie the game right at the end of the third period. They wrestle on a couple of sudden death periods later before Carter Skradsky's able to get 2 points on the takedown and get the win. And it was just a thrilling match to watch. That was super entertaining. Things continued on after that, though, as a nice pick back up for Ian Whittick in the next weight class. Whittick gets the pin, gets the victory, and things move on from there. Deshane wins, and the Tornadoes pull away and get the Golden Shoes tonight, 41-21 on QCTV.
'Twas the morning after snowfall.
It was 39-41. Rebels were up and the Bengals had cut it to 8. And then the Rebels ended up scoring 6 unanswered there to end that first half and get that lead back to 14. And that matches their largest lead of the game, Pete, here. So get ready for the second half, 45-31.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing this second half is if Champlin Park can continue doing what they're doing and if Blaine can shoot some three-pointers.
Yes. Leading scorers here at the half. Alvin Payne, 15 points, leading the Bengals. And Amory Peterson with 13 to lead Champlin Park. Some of the highlights from that first half. Nice little alley-oop inbounds there from Pettis to Payne, getting the Bengals a couple of points. Another one here by Payne. Little turnaround shot. And again, Amory Peterson has been good from the elbow. A jumper good there in the first half. 2 of his team leading 13 points. Another one underneath, laid up and in by the Rebels. And they lead at 45-31 here. Half number 2 underway. Bengals with possession. Corner 3, Pettis missed. Rebound Rebels. Tilke, who was a game time decision. Coach Klepner wasn't sure if he'd be able to start. Based on the pregame warm-ups, he was able to go. And he's got 2. He's got the last 4 here, in fact, for the Rebels. He scored the last 2 of the first half on that runner. Gets a little up and under layup there.
Well, Tilke's a good player for Champlin Park. It's just, you got to watch it on that ankle. You'd rather have him come playoff time than right now. So I'm sure they're watching that closely.
Bengal ball, long 3. Ethan Pettis missed. Tilke had 43 in that earlier game against Blaine, the 196 victory. Long 3 doesn't go that time by Solikpo, who was active early. We haven't heard from him much since early in the game. Bengals back strong, knocked out of bounds. Yeah, Tilke had 33 against Tartan, 43 against Blaine. Did not play because of that ankle against Armstrong, leading them in scoring with 18 a game, Pete.
Well, that's some playing right there, you know, and he has the inside-outside game, kind of like Peterson does for the Rebels. So they have a couple of guys that can do that.
Pettis to Lyon. Open underneath Nielsen. Kicks it right back out to Pettis. Payne. Lyon, 3 straight away. His second 3 of the night. He has 6 on the game. 47-34 Rebel ball. Bengals showing half-court 1-3-1 trap. Pass it out top. Peterson ends up with it. Kicks it out Solikpo, and he hits. Quadama Solikpo, 7 now for the Bengals.
Yeah, he missed that earlier one from the corner and kind of hung his head, but came back and shot that one well.
And the Bengals then find a basket underneath with Cade Nielsen. Good ball movement there against the Rebel defense.
Well, we know Blaine can score. They average 80 a game, so you're going to have to play some defense if you're Champlin Park, or they can really light it up.
Tilke and Poost, lob to the backside for Peterson. Couple of pump fakes, up strong, missed. Gets his own rebound, goes back up. A lot of arms in his face. Rebound Nielsen here, Bengals. Payne. Crossover on that left side, stopped at the free throw line. Lyon deals up another three, his second of the half. Jordan Lyon starting to heat up here. He has 9. And the Bengals get it to back within 11 here, 50-39.
You know, there was about 2 minutes left in the first half, and Lyon had not had a hoop yet. And he's sitting at 9 right now, and he averages just over 16 a game. So they're going to have to get him going, and it looks like he's going in the right direction right now.
Yeah, Lyon had 28 in the earlier game against Champlin Park, 24 in a recent game against Rogers, 19 in that Bengal win over Centennial at Blaine High School last Thursday. 108-78, 108 points in that game. Today was the anniversary in 1990 of Lisa Leslie scoring 101 points in the first half of her game. Remember Lisa Leslie, Olympian? She played at UCLA, I think it was, and of course in the WNBA, first player to dunk in a WNBA game. That was a 16-minute first half, and she scored 101 points.
That's absurd.
It is absurd. That's like 1 point every 9.5 seconds. 2 points. That's a basket every 19 seconds.
I'm guessing she probably played for the LA. What's the
LA
team?
Express? No, over the Sparks.
Sparks. There you go. I was thinking Galaxy, but that's the soccer team.
And the LA Express, that was the old USFL.
Ah, man, good one.
Way
good
back
one.
when. I think Steve Young played for them before he ended up at San Francisco and Tampa Bay before that, of course. Rebels drive here on the near side lane. Shot by Poos doesn't go. Rebound ends up back into the hands of Jallo. His putback good. And then a foul called. He'll have a chance for an and one.
Well, nice rebound there by Champlin Park, coming back up, scoring 2. Back up by 13 with a little over 15 to go here in the second half.
Wonderful dish by Peterson. Everybody collapsed on Peterson, thought he was going to be the one to go back up. Peterson, good hustle, tried to get to it. It's out of bounds. Whose ball is it? It's Rebel ball. Good hustle by Amory Peterson off the free throw miss.
Yeah, like I said in the first half, he does a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Great hustle.
He's kind of the heart and soul of this Rebel team. Preston Tilke, their leading scorer, will set it up. Tilke, crossover, dish out to Poost. He's forced back out by the Bengals' Nielsen. Tilke again, fade away, and this is going to be whistled down. And are they going to call Tilke a little push off? I think so.
Yeah,
yep, offensive
he's done that
foul.
a couple times here today.
Trying to clear some space for the fadeaway.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got away with that a few times this year, but not tonight so far.
His third personal foul. Nielsen to Pettis. Jimta back into the corner. Bounce pass Nielsen. Recontrolling Lyon. Lost the ball a little bit on the way, but still drew the foul. That's going to be on Tilke again. I think that's his 4th. He'll have to come out of the game.
Well, coach is talking to him right now, but they don't have anybody up to the scorer's table here to take him out of the game.
Lyon shooting 2. First one misses here for Blaine. So Tilke sits down. Kiros, senior backup guard, steps in. Lyon trying to get to double digits here for the Bengals. He's sitting on 9. And he hits there. 10 for Lyon, averaging 15.9 a game. And is 75.9 from the line. His 10th point tonight. Payne leads him with 15. Rebels now have the ball. Kiros, who just checked in for Tilke. Poost reverses on the dribble for Kiros. Kiros takes it strong. Reverse. Didn't get the roll. Crashing the glass, Jallo. He goes up. And on his putback, a foul is called.
Yeah, not a lot of big guys in there for Champlin Park, having a hard time on the boards. Champlin Park doing a good job on the offensive boards. Here's a look at that little reverse. Come up with the rebound, come up with that second rebound, and then there's a foul on the play.
Cade Nielsen called on the foul, second team foul on the Blaine Bengals. Jallo to the line. First one good, second one also good. Jallo now double digits, 10 points for the Rebels. Their lead back to the game high 14. Payne sets up, crossover pass, Pettis, three short, high rebound. Payne came down with it amongst a number of Champlin Park players that he feeds Lyon to the net, and Lyon up off the glass. He had to adjust in the air, rebound the other way, Rebels. Peterson sets it up, hands it off to Poost, backs it out back beyond the arc. Kiros, Peterson, cut, Kiros, nice play, strong off the glass. Teeden recovered there to defend it, up to Lyon. Lyon's going to take it all the way, adjust to a right hand, and lays it up softly off the glass. Lyon now with 12 points this half, lead to 12.
Yeah, they must have got into Lyon's ears to shoot the ball.
Poost hits it for the Rebels, coming right back. He has 10. Lead at 15. And getting an open lane along the baseline, there is no help there whatsoever. Ethan Pettis lays it in for his 9th point tonight. 57-44. Lyon bounce pass, far side. Selikpo, rebound Lyon for the Bengals. No look feed into the corner, Pettis. For Lane Pettis, Ethan to Lane, and Lane takes it to the basket. Gets fouled, he'll get 2 shots here for the Blaine Bengals.
Yeah, the young Pettis, he's not afraid to take the ball to the hoop. He's a very confident player. Here's another look at it, goes from his right hand to his left hand, and then gets fouled looking for the layup.
Lane Pettis, 57.1% free throw shooter, 7.9 points per game average coming into the game, and he connects there. Rebels have 3 team fouls here, 12:53 left in this first half. Number 2 for Pettis is good. He'll give him 5. 11-point game. 2-3 zone set up here for the Bengals. Javon Kiros is the point guard, and pass here to the near side, way over the head of Poost. Turnover here, Rebels, and head coach Klepner did not like the way his team reacted to that 2-3 zone. They looked a little bit lost there. Coach recognizes that, and Aaron Klepner, the former Champlin Park guard and really good player on some of those teams they had a few years ago, calls the timeout.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the upcoming schedules here for both of these clubs. Champlin Park mentioned after tonight, just not a lot of games left for both of these teams, just 5 games remaining, and that is the remainder of the schedule. That's all that's on the schedule here for the Rebels the rest of the way.
Yeah, and that's not easy right there with Centennial, Totino Grace, undefeated Totino Grace. It must be the #1 team in the state. I think we did see that earlier, so a couple of tough games coming up for Champlin Park.
So after the timeout, Bengals have the ball. After the turnover inbounds, Bengals on this possession can cut it back to single digits. Alvin Payne, and on the left side, running shot does not go. That's Ty Buffo into the game for the first time, number 20. And the rebound comes back here, Rebels. Peterson, Poost. Oh, a cutter. And just off the glass. Good strong play by Mueller, but was defended. Bodies on him, and the rebound Bengals. And a foul on Champlin Park. He didn't get back on defense, decided to pressure the ball. Try to get it back off that rebound, even though the Blaine player had possession and position. And the foul goes on Dom Mueller.
Yeah, Champlin Park with a little more height in the game right now with Mueller and Walter. A couple of young kids, a few more inches on them.
57-46, Bengals, long 3 by Lyon. That one rattles out. Rebound Rebels again. Peterson. Kiros. Peterson. Looks for Mueller. Instead, it's Peterson. As Mueller came through, cut it off. Then they feed Mueller underneath. And a little off-balance hook shot off the glass is good, and a chance for three.
Yeah, a little reverse right there by Mueller. He gets fouled, has a chance for that three. Nice pass in there by Peterson.
Really good motion on their offense because Mueller cut through. That opened up a lane for Peterson to drive to the lane, and then Mueller went to the basket, and Peterson found him. Just a good movement by those two guys. And Mueller does hit the free throw. 3 points off the bench for Dom Mueller, senior, 6'5". And that lead is back to 14 now for Champlin Park. Payne, Pettis. Lane gets it from his brother Ethan. Right back to Ethan. Left side, three, no good. Rebound tapped around Peterson. Rebels will push here, 3-on-3. Nice job by Amory. Realized he didn't have numbers. He'll pull it out. Fired all the way across. Mueller. Back out to Peterson. Sets up straight away. Puts it on the floor. Left-hand drive. Puts his shoulder down. And muscles his way in for his 15th point of the game. 62-46 Rebels. Payne for the Bengals. Crossover. Jump stop. And that goes out. Gets his own rebound. Payne up and fouled. I think it's going to be on Mueller. It'll be 2 shots regardless here for Alvin Payne. Looking for his first points of the second half.
Yeah, Alvin Payne is not afraid to go inside. He's been in there multiple times tonight, scoring some easy ones, missing also a few easy ones, but he's not the tallest guy in the court, but he's not afraid to go in there with the trees.
5th team foul here on the Rebels. Bengals with 3. Payne, the first of 2. Good. Payne is just under a 70% free throw shooter entering tonight. Gets his 16th point. It's 5 of 7 here tonight. And a quick whistle. Official talking to Teeden from Blaine and Peterson from Champlin Park. I don't know if they were exchanging words there.
Yeah, something must have been going on down there.
Wishing each other happy Groundhog's Day.
Yeah, I'm not thinking that. But
free throw missed. Pushed by Kiros. Scalippo, he drives. Kicked out Walter off the front rim. Peterson crashing the glass and then falling out of bounds. He throws it off of Teeden. Just a smart play there by Amory Peterson.
Yeah, Peterson does a little bit of everything for Champlin Park. Here's another look at that play right here. Just a smart IQ basketball play as he throws it off the Blaine Bengal.
Peterson lobbed it into Mueller, into the corner, back out to Kiros. Then it's Peterson. Got Teeden on him. Kiros back to Peterson. Nice move, stop, shot, jumper, bounces around, tipped out to the perimeter, picked off Kiros. He's got a lane, the layup is good. Kiros got that long rebound after it was tapped around. He attacked the basket.
Yeah, don't look now, but Champlin Park's up by 17.
Their largest lead of the game, the Lane Pettis drive, and his kick out goes out of bounds. Turnover to the Rebels with 10-12 left.
Yeah, they had this game down to 11 about a minute and a half ago, and now it's 17 for Champlin Park.
Rebels have Kiros. Peterson comes up on the wing, looks for backdoor, instead takes a 19-footer. Got a nice jump shot. He hits another one there, 2-pointer. He has 17 right now, leading all scorers. Timeout, Bengals. That lead is at 19 for Champlin Park. It's the largest it has been, and this game is in danger of getting away from the Blaine Bengals here.
Yeah, it sure is, and Peterson has a big part of that happening, scoring 17 points. Shooting the little fadeaway, shooting from 3, going underneath, making a nice pass when he needs to. So he's a big part of this 19-point lead for Champlin Park.
You can see it's coaches versus cancer, and it's always fun to see even the visiting team and the visiting school getting involved with the warm-up T-shirts. Coaches wearing the T-shirts. Players on the bench wearing the T-shirts as well. There's the Blaine Bengals upcoming season. Again, after tonight, they have 6 games remaining. The only game not showing on there is a section game to wrap up the regular season on February 6th against Forest Lake. Again, they're in 7-4A, along with Andover and Forest Lake.
You know, in all those games there for Blaine are winnable games if they play their A game. Not sure if we're seeing that tonight or not, but like we talked about earlier, coming out of Section 7, there's some important games there against Andover. I know one of them in Section 7.
Well, I think both teams, both coaches said they needed to kind of focus on defense a little bit more tonight, defensive glass and defense overall. And we probably wouldn't have as high of a scoring game as we did earlier. And here's a good play up and in by Jordan Lyon. Staying with it. Persistence underneath the basket, and he lays it up and in, and we'll get an and one.
Yeah, breathing a little bit of life into Blaine, saying we're not done yet. But Champlin Park's got to be pretty pleased with their defense, with 50 points being scored by a team that scores 80 a game. They're in pretty good shape to keep them under that 80.
Lyon now with 14. Can't convert, tipped. Lyon gets the own rebound off of the miss. Now it's tipped. 2-on-1 the other way. Salikbo all the way in with a layup. Kwatma Salikbo now his 9th point.
He's got some quickness.
Front court Payne. Lyon, Ethan Pettis thinks about a bomb. He's going to drain or take one from 25. That rattles out. Rebound Rebels. Front court Salikbo. Kiros, Peterson. Squares up. Good vision in the pass right on the money. Dom Mueller with a backdoor cut. Mueller has 5 points. Lead is 21 here for Champlin Park. The Pettis drive, the lean in, and Ethan Pettis. Double digits now, 11 points for the Bengals. Lead at 19. And that ball's kicked out of bounds on the Salikbo drive on the right side with 8:31 left to go.
Yeah, Blaine's big three are starting to warm up a little bit. Haven't heard a lot from Payne in this second half, but he did his part in the first half. Pettis and Lyon have been picking up the slack here in the second half.
Salikbo, just a freshman. We need to remind ourselves of that. He's going to inbound it. He had 21 in the recent game against Tartan. Couple of passes out top. Drive by Walter. Foul. 2 shots for Gavin Walter, who also is just a freshman. Pusta's a sophomore. Walter's a freshman. Salikbo, who's a starter, is a freshman. Some good players here for the future for Champlin Park.
Yeah, I think a couple years down the line, Salikbo to Walters, we're going to see a couple of slam dunks between those two.
Walter drains that, 9 points. Gavin averages 3.9 off the bench. He has 9 tonight, well over his average. Free throw good, hits them both. Now double digits, 10 points for Gavin Walter, the freshman off the bench. The 2 freshmen, Salikbo and Walter, have combined for 19 points. Alvin Payne spins, kick out, Lyon takes it back in the middle, jump stop in the paint, kicked out left side, 3 is short. Number of players fight for it. Mueller ends up with it, takes it into the front court. Rebels set up. No reason to really push it here. Maybe work the clock a little bit. Mueller, Salikbo. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Again, the shot clock is 35 seconds in high school here in Minnesota. Walter, Mueller gets to the baseline, kicks it back out. Walter decides to take a 3 with 5 seconds left on the shot clock, but missed. And the Rebels end up with the loose ball off the tip all the way in. Oh, left hand shot there by Salikbo doesn't go. Payne clears the defensive glass.
Salikbo said, I'm not going to run any clock.
Lyon, his shot misses, long bomb. And we've got Dom Mueller down on the floor back behind the play. And he is on his back. It was a collision or he went down awkwardly.
Yeah, I don't know if he hit his head there. Or...
Yeah, he's a little shaken up here just to our right. But yeah, the high school boys shot clock at 35 seconds. What is it in college? I don't even know. I don't pay much attention to that. You know, is that also 35 for Division I or NCAA? We know it's 24 in the NBA.
Let's go right in the middle.
Let's go right in the middle.
Let's go with 30.
Let's go with 30. We know what the easiest thing to do is.
I watch a lot of college basketball, and I really do not know. That seems long to me, though. Looks like he's going to get up to his feet here. And
yep, 30 seconds. You were right.
Right in the middle.
Yeah, some 30 years ago, it was at one time 45 and went down to 30 seconds in NCAA men's basketball. Boy, the Gophers are much better than I thought they were going to be, and I think much better than most everybody thought they would be, except for maybe Ben Johnson, his staff, and his players.
Yeah, they're playing some good basketball right now on a young team, and you hope they all come back.
Yes.
Now the way it goes nowadays.
Yeah, with NIL and all the other opportunities in the transfer portal.
Yeah.
Rebels have it. They work it into the corner. Open is Walter, and Gavin Walter. That's his third three of the night. He had 2 in the first half. He has 13 for the game with under 7 left in this game. 75-51. Ethan Pettis jump shot, long range, rebound Rebels. Slickbo likes to push. Slickbo layup is good.
There's the 2 freshmen scoring for Champlin Park, but you know what, Jim? They're really not freshmen anymore.
No.
They played 20 games, and now they're starting to show that it's like a sophomore playing right now. So they're 2 really nice players, and they're going to be very important come playoff time for Champlin Park.
Slickbo's got the ability to go to the hoop. He is just so smooth. He alters his, watch to see how he kind of alters his speed, takes that kind of Euro step, creates space, and then can finish.
And he's smooth. He's really smooth.
Alvin Payne here to the line, gets 2 shots for the Bengals. And he connects there. He has 17.
What is he, 15 years old?
Yeah,
14,
I would assume,
15 years old?
That's what I was in my freshman year.
Yeah.
Alvin Payne trying for number 2, and that one does not go. Back iron. And cleared here by the Rebels. Their lead is at 25 points. That's the largest it has been. 77-52, nearing 6 minutes left. Jallo here for the Rebels. Inside to Walter. Back out, Quiros. Leans in, misses. Oh, and all in one motion, gets his own rebound, puts it back up before the defense could respond. 9 points for him, 79-52. 27-point lead, largest it's been. Stolen away, Rebels on the break. Gatai to the basket, loose ball, back up, that comes out. Still loose underneath, and Payne comes out with it for Lyon. Bengals push, Lyon all the way. It's the bottom of the rim, but the foul here will be called on the Rebels.
Yeah, 5:33 remaining here in the game, and Champlin Park is not slowing it down or running any clock. They're just continuing to push, and that's okay. That's what it's going to take come playoff time, is to push the ball, I think, for this team, since they don't have a whole lot of height.
Mueller picked up his 4th foul, 8th team foul here on the Rebels. Bengals Lyon shooting 2. First one is good. Bengals will be in the bonus the rest of the way. They still have just 4 team fouls here with 5:33 left. Lyon rolls out, and a lane violation maybe.
Let's see here.
Yep, they're going to give him another shot at it. Lyon gets one more.
Champlin Park is kind of showing their depth right now. They have 4 of their starters over on the bench. And still playing at a very high level.
Javon Quiros has played a lot tonight, even though he's a reserve off the bench. He's number 1 out on the floor, playing catch with Walter. Whipped into the corner. Gatai Three misses, and even though he mistimed his jump, it's back up and in by Slickbo. 13th point for him tonight. Great body control to spring back up, even though he'd mistimed it because of how it bounced off the rim. Boy, has he been impressive here tonight now with 13 points over his 9.9 season average with a timeout on the floor.
Well, Slickbo is the point guard for Champlin Park, and he's underneath that basket getting some rebounds, so a nice job by the youngster.
Upcoming broadcast schedule here on QCTV Sports as we start to wind down in the winter season of 2023-2024. Boys hoops coming up on Friday. Section girls hockey playoffs begin Saturday. I'm marking down that Maple Grove Andover boys hockey game. That was a big rivalry before they met in the state championship game a few years ago. And of course, just that fact with Andover beating Maple Grove in that epic double overtime game. Game that my friend Lou Nanny says is probably the second best championship game that he has been a part of. And of course, he's been doing it for 60 years.
Wow.
And the only one that he said was better than that championship game was the championship game from '69, which I want to say was that Edina,
St. Paul Johnson.
And St. Paul Johnson.
And Larry Long was the goalie for St. Paul. God,
good memory.
I just remember as a kid watching that and the helmet that he wore as a goalie, and we used to call him the Tin Can Man. And I think he made about 60-some saves in that game.
Alvin Payne, a couple of hockey guys talking hockey in a basketball game.
And Lou did that game.
Yes.
Wow.
18 now for Payne. Give it 19 for Payne. He leads all scorers for the Blaine Bengals. That would have been at Met Center, too. That was pre-St. Paul Civic Center. Slickbo, a nice drive, hesitation. He lulled the defender to sleep, and he takes it to the hoop for his 15th point. He had 21 against Tartan. Now with 15, lob near corner line, under 5 left. Lyon goes baseline. Strong move, trying to get there to stop it was Jallo, but Lyon lays it up and in. 18 for him, 83-58, Champlin Park. Champlin Park averages 71 points per game offensively, so they're over their average here now at 83. Slickbo again, missed, gets his own rebound, kicks it back out. Open is Walter, and he drains it. He knew it. He was halfway down the court after he released that one. 16 for Walter. And a foul, a drive by Alvin Payne the other way for the Blaine Bengals.
Well, those two kids are taking over the game right now for Champlin Park. The Walter kid, he has to feel pretty good about himself right now. He's only averaging about 3 a game. And what's he up to now, Jim?
Who are you talking to?
Walter.
Oh, yeah, Gavin Walter averages 3.9 a game. He's up to 16.
16.
Payne adding to his game-leading totals now with 20 points. Not his season high. He had 26 against Rogers and 26 in the earlier game. That high-scoring affair against Champlin Park. Misses that one. He's still at 20. Front court boost here for the Rebels. 4 minutes left. Jallo, Poost, now Kiros. Gets a clear out on the right side. Throws up a runner. Rebound the other way, pushing. And the Blaine Bengals have numbers on the break. Off the glass. Nice feed up and in by Blaine's Ty Buffo. That's his first basket. Champlin Park back. Jallo into the corner. Poost waiting for it and away from the ball. We're going to get Champlin Park and an offensive player control foul. Knocking a Bengal to the floor. Foul is on Jallo. That's his second.
Yeah, Buffalo took that charge right there after making a layup down on the other end for Bengals.
Buffalo has the ball off the glass. Missed. Rebound ends up to the Rebels. Poost tried to force his way through. Draws the foul. Poost is just a sophomore, so we were singing the praise of Walter and Slickbo, both freshmen for Coach Klepner and the Champlin Park Rebels, but right there with him is Kyler Poost. Non-shooting foul, so they'll inbound. Kiros waits for it here for the Rebels.
Looks like Champlin Park's getting ready to empty their bench here.
Poost, Walter, Slickbo drives, gets through, misses. Jump to the rebound, Bengals back, Payne. Right through that center circle on the logo, takes it to the near box. Shot goes off of Walter, but into the hands of Slickbo. Slickbo kicks out Poost here for the Rebels. Pivots, Kiros underneath, goes up and scores. Javon Kiros, 11 off the bench tonight. And the Rebels will call a timeout so they can substitute with 2:29 left. And that lead at 27. According to my stats, that matches their largest lead of the game.
Yeah, I like that there where the coach called a timeout and said, let's just keep playing so I can get these substitutes into the game. So nice call by coach to get his bottom five off the bench into the game.
Bengal ball, Lane Pettis, young sophomore, will bring it up. And he gets it tapped away. All the way in off the glass is good for Champlin Park. Subbing down, that's Austin Tucker. Tucker gets 2 here at the end of the game. Drive Nielsen, and a blocking foul, no offensive foul. Champlin Park's Josh Burzek had position and took that charge. That'll turn it over here to Champlin Park.
It's got to feel good for Tucker. Probably played that JV game. Hasn't had a whole lot of varsity minutes. First minute of this, gets in there and scores a bucket.
Blaine won the JV game 59-57. Metzger's got the rebound, and he fires it up, and it's good for Arsene Metzger. 2 points for him. Here's another steal. Rebels have it back all the way to the hoop, and that goes in. Josh Burzek. So a couple of those JV guys seeing some time and scoring points. Lane Pettis over on the left side. Drive by Nielsen, stolen away. Up ahead again, and the layup is good. Christian Plunkett, another JV guy and bench guy here for Champlin Park. And they're now pushing 100 points, 96-61. That lead has ballooned all of a sudden here to 35.
Boy, how fun is that for those 4 guys come in and score buckets in the last 2 minutes, and they're looking for 100, and it looks like there might be a bench foul on Blaine.
David Diamond Jr. on that drive. He's in off the bench here for Blaine.
I think there's going to be a technical
foul on
yeah.
the Bengal bench.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Pettis is very happy over there.
And with it now 35 points, it's running time. And that'll come to an end, I believe, as Diamond hits the free throw. He hits them both. Running time is continuing. I thought running time was 35, but maybe it's 30. We're going to have technicals on both sides.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Well, we had the free throws already.
Okay,
that were for
all right, here's the
Blaine was already going to be shooting free throws, and now Josh Burzek goes to the line here. These are the technical shots, and this is how the game is going to end. He makes 1 out of 2, and the horn will sound with that being running time. And the Champlin Park Rebels, this game was certainly closer early on, but the Rebels explode here in the second half and get themselves a 34-point lead.
Well,
and victory.
If you're Champlin Park, you have to be really happy with the performance tonight, coming down to section time here soon. Blaine, they're going to have to get back in the gym tomorrow and hope for better nights. And, you know, they have enough talent on that team to be able to do that.
Champlin Park outscored Blaine 52-32 in the second half, on their way to a 97-63 victory here on Coaches versus Cancer Night at Champlin Park High School. Rebels get to a game above 500. They improved to 11-10 and able to end their little 2-game losing streak here with losses to Coon Rapids and Armstrong. 11-10, 6-8 in the conference. Meanwhile, the Bengals fall to 5-15, 2-13. Champlin Park at Centennial on Wednesday of next week. They're off for a week here. They don't play again until next Wednesday. The Bengals will be at Spring Lake Park on Friday. For our entire staff, for Pete Hayes, I'm Jim Erickson here from Champlin Park High School. Once again, the final, Rebels 97, Bengals 63. You've been watching high school boys basketball on QCTV Sports.